Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Hops and Bytes. This is episode 6. Episode
This
6
is five.
five, right? Episode 5. Wow, it's a big number. Episode 5, guys.
Mhm.
Milestone.
We made it this far. 5. We need to have a Steam badge for this. Can we make Steam badges?
We do.
Yeah. Quick introduction. I'm Thiru.
I am Naga.
I am John.
Right, and we here again, Hops and Bytes, talking nonsense, talking games, and yeah, today is a special episode because later on we're going to talk about Florida Man,
Yes.
the elusive Florida Man.
Mine is a Florida animal.
As usual, Naga is on to the animals.
Can't help it, man. Can't help it. They do some fucking funny shit.
The animals are the funniest usually.
Yeah. Unfortunately for this animal, it's not on purpose. So I feel bad.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the animal. It wasn't hurt though, so that's a good part.
Yeah, that's a good part. Yeah, I think mostly animals are usually the ones that kind of make people laugh a lot. Like I think America's funniest videos kind of took off because of animal videos.
Yeah.
And just stupid idiots just falling down, just people falling down in the weirdest ways, and animal videos. Yeah, we all love animal videos. Yeah. So how have your weeks been? I mean, we kind of recorded now, literally a few days ago.
Yep.
But
Yes, sir.
within that time period, how have you guys been? Let's hear from Naga first.
I got vaccinated.
Right.
Yeah.
Solid.
Pain, bro.
Nice. Pina. Your
Yeah.
butt got swell up. No?
No, what? Huh?
Intended side effects, butt got swell up.
No. It just hurt a little bit. Like it hurt for 3 days, which is weird. Usually it just hurts for a few hours, but no, that shit hurt for
Right.
3 days. Like I legit
Yeah.
couldn't sleep on the side I was injected in.
Right.
Like it just, oh man, I put any pressure on my arm. It's like, oh fuck that, it hurts.
Oh shit.
But-
Yeah.
Other than that, it was pretty chill. I was surprised it went by so quickly. So we just
Mhm.
went there. Within an hour. Oops, sorry. Fried chicken went down a little bit hard. It ain't going down too easy.
Let him travel down. Right.
Within an hour, man, I was back home. I was like, that was fast. But it knocked my ass out.
Right.
Like
You,
I reached
Mhm.
home, sat down, thought okay, let's play some Warzone. Nah, I just sat down in my chair. I'm like, yo, I can't open my eyes.
Oh, that feeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of feeling that today because I was so tired and shit. But yeah. So is everything okay with you in terms of vaccine? Because I heard that you might get some
Nah,
short side effects
I'm
and shit.
completely fine other than the slight pain and being sleepy.
Right.
I watched
But-
a
yeah.
movie today though.
Oh shit! What movie?
Nobody.
Right.
The one with Ben Odenkirk.
Nice.
Is it Ben Odenkirk or Bill Odenkirk? I think it's Bill, right?
No, it's Ben. Is it? Let me just search him up.
Wait, let me just Google it.
Ben or yeah. Let's
What was
both
it
Google it.
about?
Bob Odenkirk.
It's completely off.
Ben was
Completely
way
off. Yes. It's
Yeah.
all the bees.
Yeah,
What was
Bob.
The most common name ever.
Yeah,
Literally.
so Bob
yeah.
Odenkirk plays this John Wick type dude
Mhm.
who is retired and he's just trying to enjoy family life, but then he's not enjoying it because he misses the violence. That's the funnest part of the story. The whole time there's this one monologue he was doing where he's on the bus, right?
Mhm.
And there's this group of mobsters who crash their car and then they go onto the bus. And
Mhm.
then he's having this monologue where it's sometimes God closes one door and then he opens another door.
Mhm.
And then he looks at the mobsters and he's thinking God, please open that door. Because he wants to get into a fight. I'm just like, man, this guy is nuts.
Mad. He does have that cop look, the older cop look with that blonde hair and
Yeah, he's like
blondie,
a
reddish hair kind of thing, right?
he's like some kind of retired CIA hitman type shit.
Yeah,
and
he's got that look.
The action is amazing. the
Right.
story is a little dumb, but like I turn my brain off when I watch these kind of movies. I just want to see explosions and gore, and I'm like, yeah, it's fucking fun. Like the fight
Nice.
scenes and the gunplay, it's all top notch. Like they actually put the time and effort into making this shit look good, and it's a fucking ride. It's a good movie, man. It's a really fucking good movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's usually that most of these like kind of movies they don't really have like a good story. They just want to like show action, and their innovation is not in terms of story, but in terms of like the weapons
Yeah.
and the action that they show. So like, if you see an action movie that you actually enjoy,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be rare and it's gonna be really good.
The writing was really good too.
Right.
There's one joke that made me laugh my ass off. So his dad is a retired FBI guy, right? And then he is Doc from Back to the Future.
Mm-hmm.
So he shows up to help Bob near the end of the movie because he's fighting against the Russian mafia and shit. So there's a lot of enemies. And then his dad comes out with like 5 fucking shotguns, and he's like he's using slings to like carry them, and he like picks up one shotgun. It's a double barrel, so it's like he fires off 2 shots and he switches to another shotgun, fires off 2 shots. Man's just like switching weapons. And then he's like, that's a lot of shotguns. And then his dad just instantly quits back, where you brought a lot of fucking Russians. I'm like, yo, I love this.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I think I would love to watch this movie. It's been a while since I watched like action movies like this.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last one I watched was, oh dear, I think it was a Denzel Washington movie.
Bruh.
Yeah, like it was what do you call that? It was one where there was this kid in the streets, and then like he was trying to take care of the kid, and then like
Is it the Equalizer?
oh yeah, I think it is the Equalizer. Yeah.
That was long ago.
Movie, though.
Yeah, but
No,
it
but
was
it's
good.
like not that I didn't watch it when it came out long ago. It's just that I watched it on TV, like
Mm-hmm.
I think like a year ago, like last year when they showed it on TV, and that was my first time watching The Equalizer. It's like
It's good.
It's a pretty good show. It's a
Anything with
really good show.
Denzel Washington is usually great.
Yeah, it was the writing, the way he talks, like, and then the way he slightly flexes every time that he says a certain line. It was intense and it was really good. Yeah.
But for me, right, the best one-liner I've ever heard in Hollywood, it's got to go to the original Blade movie, the one with Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
And this is the line he says. Whenever I heard that, I was like, okay, that writer needs a fucking prize, a Pulitzer Prize for that fucking line alone, because it's amazing. Because like they're fighting people like vampires and shit, and then Blade just because they're like trying to do stupid shit, and then Blade just goes, some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill. I'm like, yo,
That is a good line.
that's such
That
a
is a
good
good line.
line.
That's such a good line. Yeah, it's hard to find. The old Blade is the one with Ryan Reynolds, right? Like
No, that
like
was
the young
a
Ryan.
there's a trilogy.
Oh right.
Yeah,
The
so there's
first
3
one didn't have
films.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, no. The first one's the best one. It's fucking amazing.
Nice. Right. So what else do you do?
I went to this CNA leadership summit.
Oh.
Yeah, so they had like ministers, they had CEOs talking about like green initiatives. That's quite interesting to cover that summit. We basically got to hear about like the ideas behind like big
Is it the new
companies.
eco plan? Is the new eco plan, right? Like
They're all going through like basically it's all these corporations talking about like what's the possible next steps to cut down on carbon emissions and
right.
all that shit, which is interesting. But at the same time, a lot of it went over my head because I'm I'm not Mr. Engineering, so But it was cool to be there and be able to just be like a fly on the wall.
I mean, one of our so-called aims. I know John doesn't know this, but like every year or every I think few years, our country kind of like, I say our country is always like a big, no, basically Singapore. The leaders of Singapore come together and kind of set up goals for the country in terms of like a green plan, like in terms of like whatever eco nonsense lah. Then, so one of the example, for example, one of it is, by 2035 or 2030, we are supposed to be like 80 or 90%
Carbon free.
no, not just carbon free, but like electric cars. I mean, it's like
Yeah,
we
that was a
shouldn't be using
recent
petrol
one.
cars.
That was a recent
Yeah.
one that they just put.
Yeah,
Mm.
but the stupid fucking thing is, like, it is more expensive to own a fucking electric car in Singapore than a petrol car. Like,
Oh, so like if you were to like get a Tesla.
yeah, you would be paying a shit ton of money. First of all, to own a car in itself, in Singapore, to own a car in itself is fucking. It will destroy families.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's so fucking expensive, and then you have road tax and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then you pay for petrol monthly. And then you gotta pay for ERP, which is like a gantry thing everywhere you go to reduce the crowd. So you like literally, if you have a car, it's like your second wife, right?
Mm.
To buy an electric car and then to use it, it's all these same costs, except the petrol part. You don't pay for petrol, but you pay for kilowatt per hour charging, right?
Mm.
And it is more expensive to charge kilowatt per hour right now than it is to get a liter of petrol. So it's like, why would you do that?
Yeah, like why would you spend money on a car when Grab is
But-
clearly the cheaper option?
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, I guess they will kind of like go in the direction to like fucking
Yeah, that is
change.
precisely like
Yeah.
what I always talk to people about. Like, I don't have a license.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't bothered to go and get one. And people are like, why don't you have a license? I'm like, motherfucker, am I gonna be able to buy a car anytime soon?
Yeah. Like, it's so fucking expensive. It's just
Like, are you gonna buy me the car?
yeah.
I'll take the lessons right now if you buy me a car.
The number of people in Singapore who have licenses but take the public transport to work
Yeah,
every
like,
day.
what the fuck is the point? License ain't cheap either. Okay.
Yeah.
And then like, my point of view is like, if I'm gonna buy a license, right, I'm gonna have to buy the car, because then I make use of the license. So if you tell me like, oh, so it's just good to have the license because you want to go on holiday, like,
No, it's not, because even if you have a Singapore license, so it's like end of the day, what's the point? Honestly, like what's
like,
the point?
oh,
Why the government
let me
fixes
get
one?
the license so that on the off chance this year I go to US, I can fucking drive around a rental car. You forgot about the coronavirus? We're not going overseas anytime soon. So what the fuck is the point? It's like, oh, it's just nice to have your own car. You know what else is nice? Grab.
Yeah.
If I want to go anywhere, I can just grab, and it's cheaper than buying a car.
Yeah, it is cheaper to do Grab in a year than to
Yeah.
take your license.
You could literally take Grab every single fucking day, and it would still be cheaper than
Cheaper than having a car. Yeah.
the expenses that you have to take for buying a car.
Like the
Yeah.
point of view, right, for like Singapore, right, in general, I don't see the point of you having a car.
Everything's so
because it's
compact.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's all compact, it's all nearby. But here in Malaysia,
No
it's
different. No different.
it's like you don't have a license, you're the you're ridiculed all the way, because I don't have my license. The thing is, I know how to drive, but I don't have my license. And
I
it's
do know
like,
I know how to drive, but I don't have my license.
exactly, so it's like one of those things where it's like I want to get my license, right? But when I get my license, also the same point Naga brought up, why the fuck would I get my license if I don't have a car?
Right.
You see, so like it's not like I get my license the next day immediately I'm gonna go buy a car, right?
Yeah.
So if I am like for sure gonna buy a car, only then I would like for sure get my license. So the thing is, now it's like currently in discussion of me getting another car, a new car now. And if I do end up, like, if it is a solid thing and I do end up getting a car, then I'll probably give a shit about the license. Otherwise, I don't care, honestly. I don't mind taking the Grab.
Are you going to get a Proton?
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Is it a good car?
The hesitation.
It depends. Okay, but generally Protons are not good. Okay, that's the thing. Generally, they're not good.
Point A to point
this
B.
job-
That's all he needs. Point A
I've-
to point B.
I've heard stories, John, of like
Yeah.
fucking car doors dropping off and
Okay.
like windows
I
flying
wouldn't.
off.
Yo.
No, I wouldn't.
We also know the story of one of our friends, the car getting set on fire. I won't say who.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah.
car sets on fire. She literally stands there and cries, and then like it's
Oh no,
okay.
I know
She
this
leaves it back
story.
home.
I know the story. Yeah, I know the
Yeah.
story. But no. The thing about protons, like the earlier models, like
Mhm.
yes, they do fuck up a lot. But the
Mhm.
newer ones, they are like significantly better. I don't want to say anything too bad. I might end up going to lock up. I don't know,
Mhm.
you know. So
Mhm.
Don't worry, we can say, we can
John, we
say.
need the honest.
The border's closed, we can say.
We
I
can
I
say.
am I am worried. Okay, so the thing is, the cheapest option I have now is a proton, so I'll go with the proton. But
Mhm.
if I were to buy, like, if you were to buy in a car in Malaysia, the best one to buy would either be like a Honda or a
Mhm.
Toyota, because those are like
Right.
the most durable. And then BMW, don't, it looks nice, don't dream about buying it here.
Mhm.
The roads are fucking ass for
Right.
BMW. For Merc, it's terrible. Um,
Then what about like
driving
Range Rovers and shit? Like all
Range
those
Rovers,
off-road.
all, there's no point, because you, okay, the thing is, you buy a car like that here, right? As you said, also in Singapore, it's the same kind of pain you go through here. The road
Mhm.
tax is too high. You don't
Right.
have official Hummer service centers here.
Right.
Like, you can buy a Hummer here, you can buy like Benz truck and all that, but you
Mhm.
don't have those official parts here in Malaysia. The thing is, they
Right.
sell these cars here because they're recon cars.
Mhm.
So the problem with recon cars here is that, it looks nice, it's fancy and all that, but when it comes to like, I mean, when you drive a car, you're bound to get into an accident, right?
Right.
And if you do get into an accident, the parts to, like, like, just say your bumper, you
Gone.
have
Yeah.
like a dent in it, and you need,
Mm.
you need to change your bumper. That one bumper can come up to 20,000 to 30,000
Right.
if you have
Right.
a big company car. That means like
Mhm.
a big company's car, that means like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
BMW,
Yeah. Yeah.
Merc, those kind
Mm.
of things, they will charge you, you know.
Yeah. I
And
mean, that's how they kind of earn there, right? In that
it's not
sense,
necessary though, because if you were to order the parts on your own online,
it'd be
you can
cheaper.
get it for way cheaper. Yeah,
Right. Then you just ask the guy to fix it up.
exactly. So
Yeah.
the people that don't know that, like, or I would say the people that don't know that is like the youngsters that, they see, oh, there's a Merc, a
Mhm.
second-hand Merc that's fucking cheap. It's like 15K. I'm gonna buy it immediately.
Mhm. Mhm.
Buy it already. The thing is, what they don't show you and what they don't tell you
Mhm.
before you buy the car, especially when you're young, right, and you don't know these things, is the mileage. It's
Yeah.
the wear and tear of the car. It's how many years the person has used the car, how they
Yeah.
have used the car,
Yeah.
whether the gearbox is in
Mm-hmm.
good condition, the
Mhm.
drivetrain is in good condition. These kind of things they don't tell you when you're gonna buy a
Mm.
car, you see,
Mhm.
because they want
Mhm.
to just make that sale. So people that are young, they see, oh, a Merc secondhand is so cheap, I might as well buy that over like an original Merc.
Right.
And that is the biggest mistakes they make when they're young, because then they have to spend another 50, 60,000 to build up the car, you know.
Right.
So the thing about having a car in Malaysia that is like cars that are not proton made is that it's too expensive to keep.
Right.
That's why you would get a Honda or Toyota.
I
Those
bet
are
if
the
we
big
had,
ones.
I bet if we had protons in Singapore, it'd be too expensive to buy as well.
It would be way too expensive to
Bro.
buy,
It's
bro.
too
Way too
expensive to
expensive.
buy.
Like, they would charge an iris right here. Do you know how much is a Proton Saga FLX here?
No, how much is it?
36K.
Isn't that expensive?
That
Wait, how
is
much is that?
fucking expensive.
36.
36,000.
Wait, no, let me see.
And that's like one of the brand new
Right,
Sagas, right?
that's 11K SGD, but you will
Bro.
never see prices like that in Singapore.
Bro, are you kidding
11. Okay,
me?
so Naga, let me see.
11K is like nothing here in terms of car prices, bro.
Bro,
Okay,
I
put it.
could buy a car next week if it was 11K for a
Yeah.
No, no,
fucking
no.
car.
Think of it this way though. Because like now here it's 36K, right? And if you
Mm.
directly translate the money, I mean, convert the money, not translate, convert the
Mm.
money, it's 11K, right? If they were to bring it to Singapore,
Oh
it
yeah,
would
then
Mhm.
be like,
gone case.
uh,
No, it
No,
would be at
because
least 150K.
plus in
yeah,
Singapore it's not just the price of the fucking car, it's also the
Yeah.
COE that you gotta pay.
Yeah, which is
yeah,
about like is it like about
Which
80%,
which
90% of the car
which
price or something
which
like that?
can sometimes be pretty much double, like you're just paying for
Yeah.
two cars at that
The-
point.
yeah.
it's
And then
fucking
you have like
expensive.
ERP and road tax and all that
Yeah,
shit. So,
And then
ooh.
insurance.
Mm.
that's why. That's why when people say
Expensive,
that,
bodoh.
when
Excessive,
with
bro.
that excuse, right? Of like, oh, you should get a license for emergency. Like, no, fuck, what? No.
Like,
What am I gonna drive an
okay.
ambulance?
That's another thing when someone's like, "Oh, you get a license for emergency." Like, okay, please quantify for me. What the fuck kind of emergency are you talking about? Where I will need to drive a car
Exactly.
in Singapore? Okay,
Mhm.
in Singapore. Don't tell me overseas. No. In Singapore, what kind of
Mhm.
emergency do I need a car for?
Your wife is pregnant and she's giving birth.
Call the fucking ambulance.
Rob someone's car and then drive it.
Call
You've
the
robbed
fucking
someone's car. You've accidentally robbed someone's car. You're walking down the street, you see a very nice Lamborghini, and then you just, like a pretty girl walks by and like you want to act like it's your car. So you fucking pull the door handle and then it opens. It starts blaring and you want to take off. You don't know how to drive.
It's like, you need to know these things. These are emergencies.
These are emergencies, Naga. You need to know how to drive to get through these things. It is essential. You may see like a Lamborghini next week and not know how to drive. You
The
never know.
logic
Man.
is what, no, even if it's not your car, as long
Y-
as you have a license, you're good.
Exactly. You could drive it. It's off you go. You could have never like drove a fucking like what do you call it? A Toyota or a Honda, but like
But
Lamborghini
that's
straight
the
away.
thing. That's the thing. Like, even if you have a license, right, and you know how to drive a fucking Toyota, you're not gonna know how to drive a Lamborghini
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
because it's a completely different fucking
Bro,
system.
Lambo is the most complicating fucking thing that I've ever driven in my life, and
Mhm.
it's one of the scariest things as well.
Right.
I hated the experience. I never want a Lambo, by the way. It's like a
Is it
nice
is it
car.
like just the acceleration, the pickup is so fast that it kind of pulls your heart and kind of that kind
It,
of experience? It's like a roller coaster kind of thing.
it's more like what, Okay, so I drove Adventador,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't mine, which made it even more scarier to
Yeah,
drive.
of course. That's the worst part, right?
Yeah, it is horrible. But the sitting in the car, seeing over the steering and all that, initially it's like, oh shit, I'm gonna drive one. No, as soon as the car engine starts and you feel the vibrations of the car, your balls
Mhm.
literally go up to your throat.
Right.
Yes,
It's
I
fucking
do.
powerful, right?
Bro, when I stepped on the pedal, I
Mm-hmm.
thought in my head, because I'm programmed to like protons to Hondas to Toyotas,
Mm-hmm.
I'm programmed to that, where you step on the pedal, it takes a while. This
Mm-hmm.
bitch took off. This bitch took off, and I shit you not, I was so scared. I heard the
Right.
tires squeal and everything, and I gently pressed on the pedal. It was
Right.
horrifying. So yeah,
Right.
but no, it's a nice car.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice in the sense of the steering, the absolvers, everything feels so good.
Mm-hmm.
But I would never in my life buy a Lamborghini. Like,
I mean, like, it is a reason. There's a reason why it's a rich person car, right?
Mhm.
Like when you're rich, you have that kind of money. You don't really worry about like scraping or scratching your car. You don't worry about like losing a window because you have the fucking money
Yeah.
to go and fix it.
Mhm.
And you're kind of okay of like just taking off. And if you are rich, you're probably gonna like drive it somewhere where it's empty.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
you
That's true.
have locations that you're gonna drive. Probably the people that you're buying the cars from, they'll tell you where you can go and drive and like
Mhm.
kind of experience the car itself. But these cars are made different. I think Japanese cars, the way that they set up their basically the acceleration is like you hit the lower end of the accelerator, then you take off. In that sense.
It's it's
Yeah,
like that for most
yeah.
Japanese
For
cars.
most of the Japanese
Like,
cars are like that, but like Germans, European cars, once you hit the accelerator, you off you go. Like
yeah,
then off you go. Yeah.
yeah,
So
definitely.
like people need to know that shit, and like if there's that cross, like brake as well, the brake system as well. I've heard it
Oh, the
also
brake
works that
is
way.
really, really hard.
Is it?
It's very hard. It's like as hard as, like, what can I compare it to that we can all relate? Um, y'all cycle, right? Like,
Yeah,
y'all know how to cycle.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, now imagine the front brakes and the back brakes hitting at like 10 times speed, 10 times faster than the accelerator.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you literally can actually like fucking hammer your head into the steering if you're not careful.
Oh
So
fuck.
if you don't know how to brake a car, do
Mm-hmm.
not drive a Lambo. Because,
Right,
bro, it comes to a full
Yeah, the
stop.
braking is super aggro.
Yeah.
right. So yeah, in that sense, these guys make it extremely sensitive as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because they want it to react as fast as you can.
It's supposed to be like
Aventador is
the
a track
It's supposed to be
car.
like that, lah.
yeah. It's like a sports car. It's like this
Yeah.
thing is meant to be
Hey,
like
John,
the
you
best
drive-
thing possible for driving.
You play F1 racing, you should be able to drive. What?
I mean, F1, like, okay, you see, this is the logic, right? If I was in an F1 car, I would feel more safe than when I'm in a Lambo.
You sure or not? I mean, the
Yes,
F1 car
yes,
is
like-
worse.
Bro,
there's
bro,
no
I
F1
would
car,
feel
bro.
a lot more
Bro,
safe in
bro,
an
There's
F1
no
you
than
fucking
you
safety
press
in
the
F1 car.
accelerator on the F1 car, your boss not your throat, bro. Your balls come out your mouth already.
But
Just
it's
take
but
off, bro. No?
the thing is, right? I'm still
Fucking John look
strapped
like a turkey.
in. Bro, I'm still strapped in. That's the main part. Even
but
if the
the
boss
wind-
comes to the throat,
They
it's fine.
then no
When
seatbelt
you're
lah.
in a Lambo,
No
mind
s-
you, if in a Lambo, it's a single seatbelt.
Mhm.
Wait,
That
what?
is fucking horrifying.
What do you mean single seatbelt?
It's the normal
Aventador,
seatbelt, lah. Yeah.
Aventador is the normal seatbelt where it's just across your chest and your stomach.
Okay, what?
Bro,
The F1
that
is the X
No.
seatbelt, right?
Yeah, F1 is X seatbelt or it can be double strapped down with on your stomach lah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. Like bucket seats, I love those.
Mm-hmm.
The ones where it's standard seatbelt across your chest, bro, you can feel your heart beating on one side and you can feel the seatbelt pressing on it. Right? It's not fun. That shit is not fun. I don't like Lambos. I like honestly, right? Like if I had the money, I would probably buy a classic car.
Oh,
Like
one of those
definitely
like
like the old ones, like the old Lotus.
old
the
Lotus,
old
right?
Lotus. Yeah, I
Right,
love
right.
those.
But I mean, those are also technically somewhat sports cars, one, right? You would have the same feeling, like
No,
to a
that's
certain extent.
they're slower.
Right, I guess. Yeah, they are, of course, of course.
Mm.
But there are a few cars that kind of mimic the modern day,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, fast cars.
Mm.
But that would be cool, classic cars.
Definitely.
I thought you would say like a Beetle or something like that.
No, I don't.
If I could buy any
Beetles.
car, I would probably buy like a Rolls Royce
Right.
The
Yeah.
Ghost or the Phantom.
Phantom.
Oh,
Wait, isn't like Rolls Royce like they only allow you to buy when you have a certain status kind of thing?
No.
Or you can just go out and just pay for a fucking Rolls Royce.
Yeah, you just
I
buy
always
one.
remember I remember hearing it somewhere, but they say Rolls Royce like checks your status and like checks your like societal status to like give you or let you buy their car because they have a certain like brand image they want to keep,
I mean, if that's the case, then 90% of the rappers that have roles wouldn't be able to have it, with the
Mhm.
amount of cases they have against them.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll be able to own one. But no, Rolls doesn't. Rolls is actually one of the best companies when it comes to cars.
Right,
And I do fuck with Rolls a lot.
of course.
But yeah, Naga, I that's a really good car to have.
Yeah, I mean the best thing about it is that you're not supposed to drive the Rolls.
Yeah.
Someone else drives it.
Yeah.
I'll just sit in the back. Like, man, if I'm gonna spend several $100,000 on a fucking car, you bet your ass someone else is gonna drive me while I sit in the back seat chilling. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
I just want like a cool looking special like I'm always the kind who would go for like certain
Like a
designs of-
Bugatti Veyron.
I mean, yeah, that is like my end game car, but like
That is
from
the
what John is
sexy
telling me,
car.
like
That is a
Also a bit-
sexy car, but you need to
it's-
remember that is faster than
the
like
Aventador.
literally 90% of the cars.
Yeah, and
That's
like
at that point you're not buying a car, you're buying a fucking rocket.
I
You
mean,
are
I'm not,
buying a rocket.
I'm not buying a 𝐍𝐀𝐈𝐑𝐔. So like 𝐍𝐀𝐈𝐑𝐔 is like the fastest one right now,
Yeah,
right? So-
Koenigseggs are the fastest right now.
There's only
but
like 6 in the world or something.
the
but
new
like-
one, the
Hmm?
the 𝐍𝐀𝐆𝐀 or something. Yeah, 𝐍𝐀𝐆𝐀. Koenigsegg 𝐍𝐀𝐆𝐀. There's only like 4 or 5, I think,
Yeah, so
which is insane.
it's insane. Like it is a beautiful car.
Made
It
out
is
of just
truly a
carbon
beautiful car.
fiber.
Yeah, but like I don't think I need to go that fast or go anywhere that fast. Like, oh, your meeting is in 5 minutes. I can get there in 2. No, that's a bit too fast. Like, what are
Bro,
you
you could go from one end of Singapore to the other in like 60 seconds.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's insane. Like here, if like come out from the car park already, I have to stop at the gantry.
Imagine,
Yeah.
taking a Bugatti Veyron at full speed through a speed bump.
Yeah, and then you just take off
Ah.
and like you never land. You just keep going.
Maya, you'll be here at my house.
You just take off and you keep going, and then you hit like the outer atmosphere and you start.
You gotta talk to like air traffic control.
Unidentified object.
This is a S2 SJY1120. This is a Bugatti Veyron taking off
What?
from UTCC car park. They're like, what? Sir, please land your plane. I can't land my plane. I hit a speed bump.
It doesn't want to stop.
It doesn't want to stop. I just keep going. I feel like I'll hit the atmosphere in like about 6 seconds.
Tell Elon Musk I love him.
Tell Elon Musk, haha, me first. Beating Elon Musk to the fucking moon.
But yeah, I
Uh,
feel like nowadays, especially,
mm,
people's concerns shouldn't be into license
right.
and buying or owning a car until they are like 30.
Mm-hmm.
Until you have like a solid job, you have a family, you have kids, you really need a car, then buy it. Not
Right.
when you're in your 20s. Like, no, there's no point in wasting your money like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Like, you
Right.
can wait. You have so much of, so like, so many means of transport. So, why do you need a car, you know?
Yeah, it
Mm.
comes to that point. But of course, there's always this luxury. There's always this luxury thing, right? Private space,
Yeah, I guess.
private car, having that status, that societal, pressure, kind of like people that conform to societal pressure and then like feel like, oh, I need to have a car because all my
Mm-hmm.
friends have a car, and it's
Oh,
really
yeah.
convenient. And then like, you kind of get forced into that decision making process in
Mm-hmm.
terms of that. Oh, do I need a car? If I have a family, do I need a car? I've got kids.
Mm.
We've seen like fucking like a family of like 3 or 4 in the fucking MRT, and then the kids are fucking going haywire every single fucking way, pulling people's hair, vomiting and shit like that.
Oh my
Like,
god.
you could keep it controlled in a car. Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
on the train or like the bus, you've lost control of your children. That's it. And like people are gonna think bad of you, and like
Yeah.
it's always that thing, when you have a family. So
Not
like,
gonna lie, the number of
yeah.
times where I've been on the train and there's like a group of kids that are yelling, and I just
Mm.
look at the parents and I just see them like they just look defeated.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's so sad to see them like
Yeah.
getting on the train with like fucking, and then they had to stop and like they had to go down like like what 10 stops or like 15 stops, which is so painful for not just them but everyone else on the train. Like you're tired, you want to rest, or like it's so early in the morning, but then like these kids are just going ham at one another and just like fucking punching each other, fucking swinging. There's the poles
Mm-hmm.
in the middle, right? Fucking pole dance, fucking fly here and
Oh.
there.
Yeah,
They're
man.
just going ham, and then they'll run to the front of the train just to see what's in front of the train. Some will just jump onto the seat next to you to see like out the window. I understand that entire curiosity thing, but like sometimes you're just old, You just
Mm.
want to fucking sit there and like sleep, or like
Yeah.
enjoy your news, or enjoy the music, or some other podcast. Listen to this podcast on the train, please. Yeah, small plug right there. Yeah, and you just want to enjoy the trip, or like get ready for the day, but these like kids come in and just like destroy it. Like, nope, you are not resting,
Yeah.
not just the parents but everyone else on the train. So like I think that's why like most like families kind of get forced into getting a car. It's just easier in that sense, right? In terms of convenience, like you just have to do the balance of time, money, and convenience. Yeah.
Bro, but money is like
It
it's
is a
just
big deal.
a
It is a
big
big deal.
pain.
That's why the second-hand car market here is pretty huge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the prices, like almost half the price when you get a
Mm.
second-hand car. But it's still a lot. It's still a lot to pay for.
Yeah, second-hand
Um,
car here is like a first-hand car in any other country in
in
the world.
Malaysia, yeah.
In
So
almost every other country in the world.
yeah, exactly. And it's painful. It's sad that we can't buy cars, but that's just the nature of our country, right? It's too small
Yeah.
to have too many cars, and like, yeah, we just don't want to have jams every day.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we've talked quite a bit about cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. My week has been nothing much actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the past 3 days I've kind of been grinding videos out, taking videos, just doing editing. I haven't even finished. Like I'm editing another video.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I had a performance review for my work.
Mm-hmm.
Performance review was like, Tiro, you're excellent in everything except punctuality. Coming in too late. I mean, I know. I told him like, even though he put good, I was like, I understand. You know, a fucking 10 o'clock meeting. I come in at fucking 11:30. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's something that I have to kind of solve. But he knows, he understands.
Mm-hmm.
Aditya is very understanding. He understands that I work in night. I work in the night. Means I sleep at
Mm-hmm.
like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. And he wakes up in the morning at 6, right? So when I'm done and I send him like a PR request or like a comment or whatever, he will reply at 6, but I will just go to sleep, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
like at 10 o'clock we have a meeting. So he knows that I will probably like come in late at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows that if he wants to get work out of me, I need to have some sleep in me, you know. So he doesn't really say much, but it is a thing, you know. And I am kind of trying to work on that. Yeah, but you know how it is, like, you know, afternoon is fucking lazy. It's just fucking
Yeah.
lazy, right? You just don't want to do anything. Um, yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
this kind of my week. What about yours, John?
Um, Mine consisted of more sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Nice,
more stressing out because
nice.
next week I have an exam. So
Oh
I
dear.
don't. I mean, the exam is technically like one of those. I don't know what it is exactly because they didn't like specify exactly what it meant, what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like they said, you just come, you cook, it's an exam. And then when we asked them, like, do we
Is
like
there
that?
notes? Do we
Is
have
that
some pointers?
no? The pointer was cook something unique. Like the fuck is
What?
unique? So um, I asked them like, how does it work towards our like does this carry on points to our
Mm-hmm.
grades or anything like that? And he was like, no. Then I was like, what the fuck is the point of an
What's the
exam
point of
then?
the test? Yeah.
Yeah, so either way I have to show up, I have to cook something. So I was thinking about doing like something really easy, chicken chop.
Mm-hmm.
um
But dude, just do your best. I would say, you know, some of these tests, like
mhm.
as much as I hate tests as well, but like some of these tests, the teacher, right, they just want to know whether the students are like in the right track or like whether they need to change something in their teaching style. Like I don't know
Mm,
how the chef school works, but like some schools, even I when I teach my students programming and all that, like I give like a simple quiz and I kind of figure out what they are lacking, and then I give, or like I kind of change the curriculum based on what they lack, you know.
yeah, yeah.
So like I would suggest you do like your best to a certain extent.
Mhm.
Um, so like your teacher knows that you're Gucci, you know, like he doesn't really need to like worry about you in that sense.
Yeah, I
Because I feel
mean,
that's how like
yeah,
chef schools kind of work.
yeah,
Because you're more
yeah,
personal, right?
yeah. What you said is very true because
Mm-hmm.
the first time we had like a sort of a test, it wasn't exactly a test. It was more of like, we learn how to do Hokkien for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
like the Kichap Hokkien one. And
Ooh,
they
nice.
asked us, yeah, 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 it was actually really tasty. So they asked
Mm-hmm.
us to cook like individually our own one, because the first time we cook, the
Mm-hmm.
chef teaches us how to cook. And then um it's like, so the chef is the one that's standing in front of the stove. He guides us, he tells us, you put this in, you put that in, and all that. And then he makes it for everyone. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
sometimes like students will go in front and then help him out and all that, but as of recently it's just been me and him cooking at the stove,
Mm-hmm.
and then the rest watch us. So uh the Hokkien Mee one was sort of like that, where he taught us first, he did it for us, then
Mm-hmm.
after that we all had to do it individually, and after we did it individually we had to go and give it to like our head,
Mm-hmm.
like the head chef,
To
and he
taste.
tried it. Yeah, and he
Mm-hmm.
tried it, so like he gave us his opinion about it, and
Mm-hmm.
it was all negative. No one got it right.
Mm-hmm.
And after he gave us all his like point of view and like how it tasted, and his whole like nitpicking of this isn't fried well, that isn't fried well, and all those small small things, right? He got us all together, then he explained to us and he said, actually all of y'all did do well
Mm-hmm.
for students,
Right.
and he said what I just did to y'all is technically what y'all would go through if y'all worked in
Yeah.
a hotel,
Right.
with what you like, y'all interning somewhere and all that. This is what chefs will do to you.
Mm-hmm.
This is how they will pick on you. Where if one egg out of all the scrambled egg is a bit wet,
Mm-hmm.
they will point that out. and
Right.
make it a big deal, that one is
Right.
standing out. So you all have to do everything perfectly and do your best. It's not
Mhm.
just, you have to follow everything by the book. It's technically what you say, lah, do your best. So, um, I mean, people like me and like a few other students in class, we kind of took it as a good pointer,
Mhm.
because I'm not the type to be like, if someone says my food is shit, I wouldn't be like, oh well, fuck you. I wouldn't be like that. I would be
Mhm.
like, okay, what about it was shit?
Yeah.
Because I
Right.
want to know so that I can be
You need
better.
that feedback, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I need the honest feedback. I can't have yes men around me. So
Mhm.
when the chef was being that crucial with me, as annoying as it was, because it was literally small things,
Mhm.
I took it very positively, I would say.
Yeah.
Because when I went back and did it again, I did it even better. The second time
Mhm.
he tried it, he said he enjoyed it.
Mhm.
So one of my classmates, on the other hand, he got annoyed with the chef.
Mhm.
So when the chef initially told him that the dish is too salty, um,
Mhm.
no, he said there's not enough salt in this dish, in the
Right.
dish. So this dude takes it back. He comes to the kitchen, throws the plate on the table, and he's like, the fella said not enough salt. So I'm like, okay, what are you gonna do? Then he said he wants salt. He put his whole plate, like he put everything back in the stove, took a bottle of soy sauce, and
Mhm.
just started shaking the soy sauce bottle into the thing.
Wow.
He was just drenching the fuck out
Wow.
of it, and he said, I'll give him salt. And then he put the bottle back. He stirred it. So the ketchup Hokkien mee, right? The color it's supposed to come out
Mhm.
is light brown to like
Mhm.
medium brownish.
Yeah.
This dude's one was black. So he took it out, confidently put it on a plate, even did the deco as well to be sarcastic, then took it
Mhm.
to the chef, gave the chef, and then he came back and he was laughing like really, really hard. So we asked what happened. He said the chef took one mouth, spat everything back out, and asked him, what did you do? I said a little bit salt. So the chef said, you go back and make it again. So he came back, he was like, he wanted salt, I give him salt.
Oh dear.
I love that guy, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
I
some of
love
our
I
No, I
love
mean,
petty
as
people.
as he being a classmate is a fucking funny, like it's
yeah, yeah,
enjoyable.
yeah.
But I would never eat at his restaurant.
Like no way I would eat that.
Yeah,
So
I am
never.
I fuck with that guy because like pettiness is my language, man. It's like
Mhm.
especially when it's
yeah.
maliciously compliant. That's what I love.
Mhm.
Where
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
you just like respond to the letter of the request but not the spirit. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Like you want
Yeah,
salt? Okay, I
Right.
give you
yeah,
salt.
exactly. It's like you want salt, I give you salt. So yeah, I think I haven't seen him in a long while also. But I hope he comes back for the exam, because that
Mhm.
is soon. And I told him also like we need to do the exam and all that. Then he's like, oh, okay, I mean, he's been skipping it a lot, like the classes,
Right.
and yeah, I
Is
kind of
he a good
miss it.
chef?
Huh?
Is he a good chef?
He is actually really
Mhm.
good. He is not one of those that is like very shy,
Mhm.
because a lot of the students, right, that get into culinary, I
Mhm.
mean, the
They're very
mindset,
quiet and yeah,
yeah, yeah, the mindset you have before you get into culinary, right, is always, oh, I can do it. Like
yeah.
literally, what is it? It's just cooking. It's nothing.
Right.
But when
Which is
you,
not true. Right.
yeah, when you're there and you're in front of the stove for literally
It
four,
is a
5 hours,
it
it's
is
a
a
different story.
science. At that point, it is a science. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different story. It's your mental strength, it's your physical
Yeah.
strength. It's a lot of things that come into play. And while all that is going on, you still have to be able to tell whether you put too much salt, too little salt in something. So, you know,
Right.
um, a lot of people are unable to do that, and then on some days they're like very burnt out. But this fella, he's a different machine. He just goes on and on and on if he's there. Like he does everything. So without him there, it's a bit weird, because it's just me and the chef doing a lot of things together.
Mhm.
And if he's there, he's usually the one that replaces. Like it's me, him, and the chef. So I don't really have to do everything. But now he's not there, I have to do everything. So it's a bit tiring.
Right.
Yeah. But that's that's technically exam on Friday. Uh, I've been stressing about that, and then I don't know. I haven't been up to anything else, honestly. I've been listening to music,
Mhm.
finding new artists.
That's
Um,
nice.
I haven't played a game since. I
Mhm.
mean, I last played Devil May Cry as well, and I don't need to give that a review because
Mhm.
Like we all know it's a 10 out of 10. So
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
wow. Okay.
yeah. So Devil May Cry was the last thing. I mean, it was more like a revisit lah. I had played it before.
Mm-hmm.
It's a revisit, and it was a fun revisit. Literally stayed up like the whole night and played it till the next day. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Finished the game in a few hours. um, yeah. But besides that, I haven't been up to anything else.
Right. Okay, then we can, kind of Naga, you've been because I haven't been playing games except for Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh yeah.
I can talk a bit about that, but like you are the one who's tried a new game this week.
Yes.
Not saying new
Right.
game, but it's
But
a
like,
new
yeah.
season. I've been playing
Yeah.
Warzone again.
Mhm.
I did not like the previous season. There was a lot of issues, but this
Mhm.
season I have no complaints so far. Like aside from the usual complaints I have, like of the fucking hackers and
Mhm.
Division not having an anti-cheat for some, but stupid reason. I don't know what their reasoning is, but it's weird that they don't have an anti-cheat for like one of the biggest games on the planet.
Mhm.
But season 3 uh has been really fucking good so far. The balance issues, they sorted a lot of them out. The map changes that they made, because basically what happened was the place called Verdansk, that's what it's called. It got nuked.
Right.
So it got nuked, and then we time travel back to 1984.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the story itself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it sounds like a zombie.
There was zombies. There was zombies last season.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Yeah. So
damn.
because of the zombies like taking over the island, they nuked it, and then now we're like in the past. So
Right.
yeah, so now in the past, like a lot of the buildings haven't been built up, and like the map is very different, which is good because like a lot of the buildings not being built up means there's less places for people to camp.
Mhm.
Which, if you know me, that's my biggest issue with any shooting game. It's like I
Yeah.
fucking hate people who sit in buildings and camp. Like I get so triggered. Like I would rather die to someone who's running around like a maniac and just destroying me. Like fine, he's good at the game. But if I die to someone sitting in a building, watching one door, like it just drives me nuts, man. So I'm glad that a lot of the buildings have like been changed to be more open and all that shit. And also the map has been brightened. It's not as dark as it was, so people don't just sit
Right.
like a lot of people they wear like black camo and then they sit in dark corners. Like they actually do this in the game, and it's very aggravating because you literally cannot see them.
Oh,
But
dear.
yeah, but now it's better. It's easier to see all these fuckers that like to hide and shit. Yeah, so I've been playing a lot of Warzone. I've been getting a lot of kills. I still haven't won because my playstyle is a little bit a little bit too Rambo for battle royale games. Because I just chiong, man. I don't give a fuck. I just run in
Yeah, you gotta run in certain places,
Yeah.
but like when you're entering buildings and all that, you can't
Yeah,
just like.
because battle royale games, when you die, it's over. So a lot of people like
Yeah.
they'll be. For me, it's
You
like
really gotta take care.
like when I play with Iman and Danish, they'll be like, "Hey, yo, watch out! We got another team down there." And I was like, "Okay, bet." So I was like, just one man trying to fight 4 dudes,
Just
like.
you run there and take
And
them
hey,
on.
but the thing is, today it worked, like legit. Like I had a game today where it was me and Iman, we playing duos, right? And then the amount of times where Iman died, because we get flanked, and then I'm fighting 2 other guys, and I just fucking wiped the floor with them. Like today I was just on some like Ultra Instinct shit, like
So today
some
was
Dragon
the day.
Dragon Ball Ultra Instinct. Like none of my movements were wasted. It was all like pure lethal energy being focused on
I
people.
love
Like
those times, like when I had them in Battlefield and all.
yeah, I was just like completely in the zone. Like I just murdered the shit. There was one game where I got like 13 kills, which isn't that much for like those guys streamer dudes, but for me, like hey, that's like the highest I've gotten in a Warzone game so far. Like I basically, for the last second half of the match, I was alone because Iman died, right? And I couldn't get him back in because you had to buy people in, but the buy
Yeah.
station was too far away, so I had to like solo. I got to like the top 5, one man against like 5 different fucking teams. Like I cleaned up house. Like there's one point where there were dudes camping in this tower, so I went up. It's a spiral staircase, and they put a claymore on the staircase. I jumped over the claymore, shot one guy. His teammate jumped behind me. I spun around, shot that guy as well. So they both died. I reloaded, put my armor back on, and there's a dude camping at the top of a ladder. Right? I can only see his ass because he's sitting right at the top. So I'm like slowly creeping up below him, and I line up the sight, and I just like let rip the entire magazine on his ass, and he dies. I'm like, how did I fucking do that?
But actually, honestly, Nagar, I feel the thing is I've seen you play. Otherwise, I wouldn't say this. You play very well. Okay.
Thank you, good sir.
The thing is, it's not that you can't win because of the skill level or anything. It's our servers. That's just it. SEA servers are
Yeah, yeah.
filled with the most tryhard
If
people.
I
in the
was
world.
in the US,
If
I
you were
would
in
have
EU,
so many fucking wins. Like, it's not even a joke.
Not even NA. If you were in EU, you would be wiping the floor.
Yeah.
Trust me, because when I used to play like pro, right, for Call of Duty, this was Black Ops 3 when we had tournaments with the EU players. They couldn't even see us half of the time
Yeah, bro, it's not.
because of how
It's
fast we
just
move.
legit. Like, anytime I'm in the forums or on the Reddit and I'm seeing like Americans complain about, oh, the game is so sweaty, blah blah blah. I'm like, you don't know what is sweat, man. You come and play in Southeast Asian server, then you'll understand what sweat is. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not a fucking joke, bro. Like, I don't know what is up with Asian players, but they are like the level of Asian players and the level of American players is so different. Like, okay, you got American players, like we'll never be able to beat them in like basketball or football, no. But when it comes to esports, we wipe the fucking floor with Americans and Europeans and all that. Like, they cannot fight Asian players at all. Like,
Right.
the top level Asian guys are nuts. That's why the best players in the world are always fucking Korean.
Yeah.
Because they fucking spend ridiculous time, days, months at a time perfecting.
It's like a subject for them. Like
Yeah,
they study.
it's
It's their life, They
like
kind of like.
I do aim labs, I practice my aim and shit. But when you want to talk about like these dudes who are like the top tier, it is a religion to them.
Yeah, it is.
I might practice my aim, but they'll practice their aim on every single fucking gun till they get the recoil pattern down to like a microsecond.
Yeah.
Something 90% of these top players do not use aim labs.
𝐍𝐸𝐇𝐍.
Not only that, majority of their time training, quote unquote training, is in public lobbies.
Yeah.
That's how they train.
A lot, yeah, they're so good. A lot of them just
Hardcore.
they just play in public lobbies, right? You'll see that one guy with like Chinese lettering and he's going like says 75 and 0, and then you think he's a hacker, then you see the kill cam, he's not, he's just legit. And
It's legit.
the amount of times where I go on Reddit and I'll see someone complaining on Call of Duty forum, right, and then they'll say like, look at this fucking hacker, and he shows a video, and I have to explain to the guy, man, I know it sucks to hear this, but that guy's not hacking. Like, I know, like, as a PC player, I can clearly tell when someone's hacking because it's very obvious. So like, when you see that this dude is not hacking, he's just got really insane recoil control and reflexes. It's just like, man, trust me, he ain't hacking. That guy's a fucking monster.
Yeah, you just got wrecked by a monster. That's all. Like when I play Battlefield, it's like the same thing. Like
Battlefield players are demons.
they are rabak. Like
Rabak.
it's like it's like they just want to destroy you. That kind of thing. Like if I see a Japanese, like okay, if I go into a lobby and I see like Europeans, I know I'm gonna be like in the top top 5.
Yeah.
Right. But when I see a Chinese team or I see a Japanese team, I will most probably like quit. Like it takes if you all know, right, it takes fucking long to
Yeah.
set a fucking lobby in Battlefield. But like that whole game, that 300 or 400 score, I forgot what's the score, but like the whole game to be wrecked by these Chinese and Japanese players is not worth it. I might as well leave the lobby and and the thing is, if you stay in this lobby and wait to play the next game, or you just play with them, you're going to be following them through, because Battlefield has this thing whereby you play one match and then you bring the same group over and then you play the next part of the map or the next part of the story or whatever, and then you move on with that same group. So you will constantly get butt fucked by this same group again and again if you don't leave the lobby.
And the thing is, right, they can be on defense.
Yeah.
And the fuckers will still fuck you
and they
up.
will still fucking take over. Like they will fucking
Yeah.
take
They'll
over so
play.
much.
They'll play defense like it's offense. They don't give.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck.
They will take over so much of you that like they will camp at your spawn point and take you down as soon as your invulnerability is down.
Yeah.
Like you cannot do anything after that. Like and no one else, like your team is like filled with other like European players or like normal people. And then you're like, fuck, we can never come back from this. Like
Yeah.
if this was actual World War II, everyone is fucked. Like literally Japanese playing the Germans and like we are playing like the US forces, the Allied forces. And then like we just get wrecked, you know?
I
Like
remember in Battlefield 1,
Mhm.
it was one of those like, it was the desert map
Mhm.
where
Yeah.
there's like a few buildings out in the middle,
Mhm.
and we have
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
attack and go to the middle, right?
With the train, right? That one at the train.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one at the train. And there was
I
a
love that map.
sniper.
Mhm.
There was a Japanese sniper. I remember his like lettering because it's
Oh
Japanese.
god.
He was
You remember his name?
1.5 m away.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's 1005 away
Yeah.
from me, and I got sniped in the head.
Yeah.
While,
Yeah, you can do that.
while,
Like
bro,
because
the
I
thing
play
is,
a
like,
lot of sniper.
while
Yeah, yeah.
I was running
Mhm.
towards a building, and mind you, this guy wasn't like standing still or
Yeah.
crouching or proning.
Yeah.
He also was walking.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
literally turned, saw me, and just sniped the
Gone
fuck
off.
out of my
Yeah.
head. I was like,
It's
wow.
so insane. Like I could never like because I play scout a lot as well. And especially in that map. I love playing scout on that map. Like the special thing about Battlefield like mechanics in terms of scouting is like you need to choose the correct weapon, like
Yeah.
based on how you're gonna play, and then like um he probably is using a long range sniper,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
then
he
you
was.
would have to zero your scope. You need to
Bro,
zero your
the
scope
thing
to
is like
that range.
1.5 m away from me.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, I knew he wasn't hacking, right? Because the bullet drop, like
Mm-hmm.
when he was running, he
Mm-hmm.
stopped, turned, he was looking for a while,
Mm-hmm.
aimed a bit higher
Above,
than my
yeah,
head when he saw me,
yeah, yeah,
and just shot, and it was
yeah,
a perfect hit.
yeah. So like that's the fun thing about Battlefield. Like it's not a aim and
Yeah.
hit. It's a
Because of
aim,
the bullet
calculate for
delay.
bullet drop, and then you fire. Right?
Yeah.
Even in terms of the rifle, but the rifle is not very obvious. But when
Mhm.
you play scout, you have to calculate.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you need to calculate. But like if you're moving and then you can shoot at 1.5, like these guys are beasts. Like you cannot go against them.
Different
Yeah.
in it's different in Call of Duty. Well, I mean, Warzone also has the same thing where you have to calculate for bullet drop and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But like multiplayer,
Mm-hmm.
that is where if you have a guy who's really good at sniping, it's just pain
Yeah, it's pain.
because it's basically the Counter-Strike op, but
Yeah.
much faster.
On steroids.
Yeah, the Counter-Strike op on steroids because they don't lose it when they die. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
the amount of times where I'll just run out, right? Because now in Call of Duty they have this thing where if there's a sniper, you'll see like the glint of his scope.
Yeah.
And I've literally, I think I have PTSD from playing Black Ops Cold War. There's this one map where it's like in the desert. Satellite is what it's called. So it's in the desert, and then like one half of it's like in the plains.
Yeah.
I ran up to the plains and I just see like 5 white dots,
White dots. Yeah. That's fucking.
and then I just die.
Yeah.
I just like, I'm like, I think like 1 or 2 kills away from like a noob at that point. So I'm like, oh, I'm really going off, you know, like I have like 27 kills in a row or some shit like that. I've run out and I just see these 5 glints. I'm like, oh shit.
That was the Mac 10 release. I remember seeing
Yeah.
that. And you're running around with a fucking Mac 10 and you see 5 scopes. Looking at it. Bro, that was
It's just
fucked.
the fucked up part is I'm using a Mac 10. So it's like, this gun is useless.
You can't
This
do shit, bro.
this
other than
gun
throwing.
is useless. More than 10 meters away, I might as well be spitting at them.
Yeah.
Okay.
The point is like you're bringing a handgun to a sniper. It's like
Just
very
like, oh, fuck, die. I'm just dead. Let's just explode.
Yeah. The Battlefield, that particular that desert map also, like when they face the sun, the scope will shine.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then like there's this particular pillar where everyone fucking climbs. They take like a good like 2 minutes to climb up the pillar, and then the entire row
Oh, bro,
will have fucking snipers sitting on it like a crosshair.
that is
And then you
hell,
will
bro.
see the fucking
That
shine
is
just
fucking hell.
like you just cannot go that way.
Bro,
And
sniper.
sometimes like if you want to like go into there's this one like the area in the desert, in the middle of the desert, like past the train tracks. Like if you go there and then you see the sand dune is just like filled with fuckers like behind the fucking sand dune. And then like the scope shines and you know you're fucked because you can't fucking escape. You're out in the sand dunes.
My God, that is
Right.
the one where the point is on this
Yeah.
small
Yeah,
broken
yeah.
down building that's wide open,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
in a ditch. Oh, yeah. I
Tell you,
remember.
I'll tell you, man. Like sniper players, right? They are the ones who are most willing to spend an inordinate amount of time climbing over stupid shit just
I
to
love
get
doing that.
into a
doing
good spot to snipe. You know, fucking
I
irritating.
love doing that.
Like
Like,
I'll
fucking-
die and then I'll look. I'm like, where the fuck he killed me from? And then I see the kill cam.
some
How
random.
how the fuck is he up there? You know, I'm
I
like,
love doing
what?
that. Like you really like immediately right when the game starts, right? I'll fucking run straight for um the border of the game. Like when you know there's this border when you reach,
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
see you don't go back in, you will die.
Mhm.
So I'll go out and for like 18 seconds I'll fucking run outside the border. I'll run outside the border to reach a certain point that you cannot reach from the other side. And then I'll come out at like 19 seconds so that I don't get killed, just running in the external zone. Then I'll climb on top there and then you find some awkward position to jump up. And then you sit there, right? You are
Mhm.
settled. Like you are settled. You don't even need to like leave. You have a view of the entire fucking map. Everyone is like walking one direction. You can see the whole thing happening, and then you're like just safe, right? They can't hit you because there's something blocking you, and then like they will know where you kill them from because they will see you, right? When you kill them.
Yeah.
But like they will never know how to get there.
Yeah, and they
They will
can't.
never- and they can't.
If you got good
Yeah,
aim, every time they
yeah.
come back to see you, they
Like
did.
that's it. They did. Yeah. The only
Oh,
problem is if you run out of bullets.
when
That's all.
when you spoke about the time, like when you step out of the zone, right, it reminded me of the time when Naga, remember when we were playing Battlefront?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Oh
then
man, that shit was so much
we
fun.
went against like that one team on the beach.
Mhm.
Remember the beach map?
Oh my
And it
god.
was like we had a hacker on our team, right?
Mhm.
But the thing is, like he was going insane. Okay, he was going insane with the hacks. Their
Mhm.
whole team couldn't even leave their spawn.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was so fucked up,
And
bro.
we were just wrecking them at their
Oh,
spawn.
We didn't
yeah.
even know we had hacker until it was like halfway through the game.
And the dude was like at 50 or 60 kills.
Yeah.
And then we were like, hold on.
I thought I was doing a lot of. I thought it was me doing all the work because I was Darth Vader, right?
Mhm.
Because like the heroes are stupid. Because you played it with us right at the time.
I think
No, I
Kiro
didn't.
played.
I didn't.
No,
I
I
didn't.
didn't.
I
Okay.
know of like
Yeah,
how
yeah. The heroes are like completely
fucking
overpowered.
stupid. Yeah, they're like overly.
So like Darth Vader can like single-handedly kill the entire enemy fucking team, like no
Yeah.
effort. Because like he kill people, he get health back. It's stupid.
Right.
So I thought it was me doing like all this shit because I was running from like all the way from the left flank and then I'll kill people on the left flank and then I'll run all the way to the right flank and fucking murder everybody there. I thought I was doing all the work, you know. And then I stopped because they were saying fucking hacker. And then I was about to like, oh shit, I'm not hacking, I'm just killing you. And then I just stopped for a minute and then I see like the kill feed. I'm like, hold on.
What's going on?
Something's wrong, I can feel it.
I can
Dude
feel
at like 60.
it on me.
But
60
I just
halfway
see
in the
I
game.
just see one guy on our team just going ham with the fucking machine gun like brrrr, and then just people just dying. I'm like, how the fuck is he hitting them from all the way over there? It's like, oh, he's fucking hacking.
He's on the other end of the fucking map and then like, he's just killing
Yeah.
them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Battlefront was like the good days, man.
Mhm.
Fucking, we spent like
One
hours
one
playing.
entire week playing nothing but Battlefront.
Yeah, literally a whole week. Oh my god. That was
I never
amazing.
really got into those games. I like the concept of it, but like,
Because
I never
it
did
was
want
it
to do
was
it.
free on Epic, so it's just like fuck it lah, play off.
right.
Yeah.
There's this whole idea of downloading it and then like I need to have space on my computer to fucking have the game.
The coolest thing was the party size was like 10. So we had like you, me, Irfan, Ari, Sebas,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
a whole fucking squad. We had like an entire squad of people because usually like
Mhm.
4, right? But because the party size is 10, we had like 8 people.
Right.
Yeah, we had 8. Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, and then we were just like 8 people working together and trying to take the objectives. It's fucking fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is like communication is like an important fucking thing in this kind of games, like
And you know something?
Battlefield and like all that.
Even Battlefront, right?
Yeah.
That were fucking sweaty players.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All the games I
It's
was
supposed to be a damn chill game.
exactly.
There is literally no reason to sweat, but they are sweating.
Yeah, so think that it's insane. But yeah.
No, but okay, the funniest thing is that
Mm.
every single game, no matter how chill it is, there's a sweat.
Yeah.
Like, you remember fucking Fall Guys?
Mhm.
That game at Hackers. I'm like,
What?
Why? Why didn't you hack Fall Guys?
bro,
What is
bro,
wrong?
the funniest shit, I saw a video of somebody hacking Fall Guys, right? And
Mhm.
you know you run through the course to
Mhm.
get, like, the qualifier, you must run through the course,
Yeah,
right? This motherfucker was just flying over it. Like, what's the point? He just flies over it. He just no clips, goes to the end. Settled.
Fucking Superman hacks this. What?
And then there's the ending part where you have to stand on the platform and balance,
Mhm.
and the platform will fall. So if you're on the platform that falls, you lose. And then there's like multiple levels, and then this guy's just floating at the top. It's like everyone else is just dropping. He's just floating, just sitting there like pathetic.
Oh, that's amazing. I think if I saw someone hacking like that while I was playing Fall Guys, I wouldn't even be mad.
It's fucking funny.
That's just funny, bro.
So that guy's a real G. What's he doing? Fuck it. Let him get first. He's losing.
Fucking no sweat, just float up. Peasants.
Fuck Fall Guys.
No,
I'm Fly
the-
Guy.
that's the dumbest shit. Though. Somebody actually paid money for Fall Guys.
And then hacked it.
Like if you hack in like Counter Strike or Warzone, okay, I can somewhat get it. But fucking Fall Guys?
If I'm not mistaken, Among Us also got hacked.
Yeah, Among Us also got hackers.
For fuck's sake, man.
Like how? What's the point?
One day, I actually want to try this, because I
Yo,
know
yo.
coding, right?
Yeah, we should do that. Like, but
really-
sneakily, we don't tell anybody else in the group. So we
Yeah.
we play with hacks and then we just fucking own everyone.
Oh, that would be fun.
We should
We
play
need-
the modded version of Among Us.
You should do the hack where you're always imposter. It's stupid as fuck.
That'd be cool. But like that's fucking enraging if you're like always fucking me.
Exactly.
So
Oh
funny.
my
But
God.
yeah, now they've got a bunch of mods in Among Us, right? Like
They
it's-
do?
Yeah,
They do,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, they do.
bunch of
There's
mods,
the
like
proximity chat one, which is really fucking
Yeah.
funny.
proximity chat. That was one of the first few that arrived. Then they have the one that follows Gmod Trouble in Terroristan. They add new like roles into it, like the like big guy, and then there's like a drunk. There's like a lover or something like that. So like they have different roles. So like for example, lover would be like tagged to one person, and if that person dies, this person also dies. You know, that kind of thing.
Oh, I
So
see.
it like they have multiple roles for the person, and
Mhm.
like you also have, I think the common one is sheriff. So
Mhm.
there's one player who is able to shoot someone,
Mhm.
and like if they shoot like a innocent, they die. The sheriff dies
Yeah.
instead, and if they shoot the the traitor or the whatever lah, the imposter, then the imposter would die.
Mhm.
Right? So that's pretty cool. Like I think if you play with more roles like that, it really kind of increases the way that people play the game itself,
Among
because
Us.
it's a very simple game, right? It's a very simple game, but like you know,
I feel like they should implement these kind of things to mobile also, because like
mm,
us PC users, right? For us,
yeah,
it's like, oh, we can have the mod where we use proximity, but then like
yeah,
mobile users don't
it's
have
not a
that
thing.
privilege, and it's like
Yeah,
quite sad in that sense.
you would have
Because
to pay for it now.
yeah, so it's a bit annoying, but I mean, Among Us has a lot of potential if they pick up the mods that are out now and
Yeah,
implement in their game.
they should.
Yeah, they really should. That would bring the game back.
Like
Like,
their latest map, right? Like, what do you think about the latest map?
I haven't tried it yet.
You haven't?
oh,
No.
wait, you haven't?
No,
Oh,
I haven't.
Oh,
me and
yeah,
John have played it.
I really
A
like
few
it.
times. Yeah, I think
But
it's nice, but it's incredibly big and really in the favor of the imposters.
yeah,
I think it's very in favor of the imposters because literally you could go from one end of the airship to the other end immediately with vents, like immediately, and you would be so far away from the kill. Like
Yeah,
you need
90%
to
of the
know,
vents connect.
yeah, and you need to know like where these vents are, so like you do not accidentally just, oh, this guy's on the other side of the map, so he's not gonna be, imposter, because
Mhm.
that is like very plausible now in
Yeah.
terms of the sun. And like there's so many areas whereby people will not check,
Mhm.
right? If they don't have a task. Like the fucking what do you call that? The one in Cargo Bay with the vault, basically.
Oh, yeah,
You're doing
the
the vault.
safe. Yeah, the safe.
Yeah, the safe. When you go and do the safe, it's so fucking secluded. Your vision, when you play on the normal settings that everyone uses, your vision will not pick up at all unless you go around. And even if you're near the body on the other side, let's say like there's only just like one like item blocking you, you will not have the report button.
Mm.
You must see the character to fucking report it.
I mean, the map is done in a way, right, where I feel like there shouldn't be two imposters
Yeah,
because of how easy it is to travel
it should
and
just
to
be
like,
one, right?
yeah, and it's very easy to make new alibis. So
Mm-hmm.
based off the last thing you played, which was Airship, right? Like, if you remember, if you are at electrical, and then if someone sees you at electrical, and then you say you are at, let's just say, um bottom electrical, or like you have clearly vented to somewhere else, right? It's very easy to tell where you are, and like,
Mhm.
oh, this fellow is lying, or this fellow is not telling the truth. When it comes to this map, you kind of rarely see your teammates.
Yeah,
If you are the one that's the crewmate,
yeah.
you rarely see your teammates.
Very see a teammates.
Yeah, so
It's like
it's
a
very hard to tell.
it's like a 15-player map. It's not
Mm,
a 10-player map. It's a
yeah.
15-player map.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's so hard to fucking like unless you purposely stick and follow someone, it is so hard to fucking account for someone
Yeah.
like who is not there. Like you cannot like find out or figure out in that sense. And like it's so annoying to do the fucking doors. The doors
Uh,
are not the fucking buttons anymore. They're all swipe cards.
yeah, they're all
Oh
swipe cards now.
my
Yeah.
Yeah.
god.
And the amount of time you spend just swiping
And
the cards.
electrical, Naga,
Yeah.
electrical is a number sequence
Yeah.
through a maze.
Through a maze.
It's fucking insane.
It's damn annoying. Like
There's
it's
one spot in particular at the bottom, like far bottom of electrical, where if someone, there's a task there, by the way, one of the number sequences at the very far bottom.
mhm.
And if someone is doing the task there and you are imposter, if no one is in electrical at that time and it's just you and that person, you can easily kill that person, come out and vent to kitchen and act
Yeah.
like nothing happened.
Act like nothing happened. Like you
Yeah.
can just like yeah.
It The
It's
map
so
is,
easy for
yeah,
the
two
imposter.
imposters is very easy now.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I really like the new map though.
It's a very good map. It's really a very
So
good
good.
map. But I think the number in terms of like number of imposters or the number of players even is not balanced.
Hmm.
It's definitely not balanced.
Yeah.
Okay. So Naga, your game was what?
Warzone.
The Warzone, right?
We kind of went off on a tangent there.
But
We
it's
did.
fine. No, it's fine because I don't really have a game that I played this week,
Same. I also
and
don't really
and
have
John played Devil May Cry 5. But you've already talked about Devil May Cry 5 last week, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and you did play Mortal Kombat like a few times. Do you have anything to say about Mortal Kombat?
Oh, Mortal Kombat, 9 out of
And
10.
you watched the movie, right? I mean, you watched the movie. Like,
Yeah, I did. Movies, it's a good fight movie.
Mm-hmm.
Story is retarded, but it is. It's fucking stupid, but I don't watch Mortal Kombat for the story. I watch it, for the fucking gory action.
For
Um,
combat.
Yeah, for the combat. Yeah, the combat's great. Both the movie and the game. The movie wise, I would say it's the kind of movie you watch where you just want to shut your brain off and watch some gory, violent action. If you know the lore of Mortal Kombat, it might piss you off a little bit. Like, there were a few things that I didn't like. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, I don't want to say any spoilers, lah, but like, if
It's
you
okay, we're gonna watch it tomorrow night, so
yeah, if you know the lore of Mortal Kombat, you would kind of get pissed off that they didn't do certain things.
okay, then I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, because some of the direction that they took the story in was a bit stupid.
I kind of know the law, but like I'm not
Like,
really
I know I'm like a Mortal Kombat like super fan, so like I know
Same.
all the Like I know even the stupid ass spin-off games like Mortal Kombat, Special Forces, the PS1 game. Like I played that shit. Yeah, that game was terrible, and I still played it. Like I played the PS1 Sub-Zero one,
Hmm?
the Mortal Kombat. Fuck, I don't know. I forgot what the subtitle is, but it's a game where you play a Sub-Zero and you're doing like some fucking mission to try and free some elder god or some shit. It was fucking terrible, but I played it because I love Mortal Kombat. Yeah, the story in the movie is kind of weird, but if you watch it just to see like your favorite characters beat the shit out of other characters, it's fun. Like the best thing about that movie is Sub-Zero. They absolutely
Right.
got Sub-Zero fucking spot on. Like too many people think that Sub-Zero is a good guy. He is not. He's fucking evil. He's fucking evil, and they fucking got him right. He's absolutely fucking evil in this movie. He is just so fucking horrible. Like he is the worst motherfucker. Like evil to the core, bro. Like this man has zero chill. Does not give a fuck
I mean,
about.
he's all the chill, but like
I mean, yeah, he's
he is Sub-Zero.
he's Sub-Zero. So like Sub-Zero's got no chill, which is kind of funny. But like he does not give a fuck. He will kill, slaughter anything, man. This and they got that part of his character absolutely right.
Right.
There's
Okay.
there's two Sub-Zeros, but in that movie there's usually because it's the first one, the second Sub-Zero is the good guy. Because there's Bi-Han and there's Kuai Liang.
Yeah, right.
Kuai Liang's the good guy, but he's not gonna be around until the next movie, I think.
I did watch like a small snippet like
Yeah.
on YouTube, like I think it was Scorpion versus the older Scorpion versus Sub-Zero,
Mm-hmm.
like the Chinese Sub-Zero, and then Sub-Zero was just going off in Chinese, and like Scorpion was just like in Japanese. Like I don't.
Yeah, because that's the law. Like Sub-Zero is Chinese.
Yeah, and like then Scorpion was just like, I don't understand what the fuck you're talking, but I'm just gonna beat the fuck out of you, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, okay. Yeah, so I look forward to the movie, I guess.
It's good. It's really good.
I would say the OG Mortal Kombat
It's
characters
that
are
that's
the ones we can all like love.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the second gen one. The second gen ones are more like soft, and that's when like the good and bad and all that bullshit. But like the first gen one are fucking insane.
You just
Yeah.
fight and like
it's
fucking
just
survive.
yeah.
The game, Mortal Kombat 11, it is my fucking favorite Mortal Kombat game so far.
That's
Like-
really good to hear.
It's so
That's
good.
nice.
It is so good. Like the fighting is so responsive. The combos you can like. I'm a Scorpion main, which people who listen to this and if they play Mortal Kombat they probably hate me because Scorpion is like stupid OP. I
Is
just
it the old Scorpion or the new one?
in the game, MK11,
MK11 is
Yeah.
technically new.
the latest one, the new
Yeah.
Scorpion.
Is it, but I remember, is this the one with the what do they call that? The advertisement or the trailer was with 21 Savage as a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but didn't they show like the old Scorpion coming in as well?
No, that
Right.
was Raiden, old and new Raiden.
Yeah.
No, there was an old Scorpion.
No, because
There was
there's a
yeah.
DLC. I haven't got to that
right,
DLC yet.
Right.
I'm still playing
Oh, the
the
DLC.
main
The story
story.
is the time thingy, right?
Yeah, the time thingy.
Yeah.
The Scorpion is like my favorite character, and
Mhm.
the way they made him, it just feels great because like he is less of a you have to know all the combinations and then execute them in a certain order, and he's more like if you play Injustice, he and Batman are kind of similar in that sense. Like they're high mobility and they're very fast, but they don't really have like insane damage output.
Mhm.
So you kind of have to chain the moves together and then like time your attacks. Whereas there's
Combos.
yeah, he's heavily reliant on combos, not so much on like grab attacks. Whereas if you go for somebody like Geras, which is a new character, he's like the black guy. Like if you see the trailers, he's like the sleeveless black guy with like blue eyes. That guy, when he first came out, he was a monster. Like he was the kind of character that I hate in fighting games, where the kind of person that would chain grab. So like he would grab you, throw you, and then go into a special move, and then he would grab you again. Like he could chain that shit, and it was fucking annoying. Like he was so hard to play against. But yeah, like the fighting is really really smooth. Like it's fun. Of course, it's fatalities, which is like my favorite fucking thing. Like it's the main reason why I got into Mortal Kombat.
Play Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, the fatalities are fucking awesome, man. It's like they just went like They just let it. They just let go. They just like fuck it. You know, like what is the most creative way we can dream of someone destroying another person's body? Like if you had like Scorpion's first fatality I unlocked was basically him, fucking kicking like slicing your head off, okay, and then doing a roundhouse kick. So the head flies in the air, and then using his spear to shoot the spear through the back of your head, and the spear comes out your mouth.
I know this one. I saw it in the fucking trailer.
Yeah, so it comes out the front of your mouth. I'm like, bruh.
He says, "Get over here."
Yeah, because he's a fire revenant, right? So he flies through your body, which destroys like your abs.
Oh shit.
So like there's a hole. Yeah, there's a hole in your body, and then he cuts your head off, kicks it into the air, and then shoots a spear through it. Like, oh, the people who designed this shit, right? Like, thank you.
Yeah, honestly, that's all you can say to the creators. Just really thank you, because it's like I feel like it's like one of those games where if you had a really bad day at work, class, whatever, you come home, just
Just
fucking
wanna let go. Yeah.
unload it on one of these poor characters you go up against. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you really want to if you're really pissed off, you pick Noob Cybot and then you use his fatality, because there's one of his fatalities where he literally, because he can make clones of himself. So him and a clone take one leg each and they just pull the person apart like a fucking wishbone. Oh my god, that one fucking shook. I think the fatality is called wishbone too. Or make a wish or wishbone or something like that. It's fucking funny.
Okay, so what would you rate it?
Mortal Kombat 9 out of 10 with a burger, 100%.
Okay.
You
Well,
still
I think that's. Sorry, yeah.
by the way.
Sorry.
No, Naga, you're still not done with DMC?
No, not yet.
Okay. I'm quite curious to see what you have to say at the end of
I
that.
think I'm halfway through. I just got to Dante.
You're not halfway through. There's a long way to go.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a Japanese game. Come on.
I mean, it's heavy reliant on cutscenes, DMC.
Yeah.
Once you go to what is his name? Like Virgil's playthrough, it's faster because all the cutscenes are out, because you can't put Virgil in any cutscenes, right? But if you want to play like DMC5 for like the game and the fighting and everything, it's Virgil's playthrough. But for the story, it's this one, V, Dante, and Nero. I hate Nero with a passion. I don't know how you like Nero.
I like Nero's combat. Like, it's way more fun than V. Like, I cannot stand playing as V. I fucking hate playing as V, because it's like, it feels like I'm just button mashing.
V is, I guess in a way it's more just
my absolute favorite is Dante. Dante's combat is so much fun.
So
like you can switch styles in between attacks. Like right after you hit the attack, you switch style and it still continues the combo. I fucking love that.
And you just got Dante, right?
Yeah, I just did.
There's a special thing that's gonna come.
I saved all the I saved all the red orbs because I knew I was gonna get to play Dante. So I saved all the fucking red orbs, and then when I got to Dante, I pumped all of them into Dante.
Oh no, there's something coming though soon. That if you know the whole DMC series, when you see this, you're probably gonna geek the fuck out when you see it. But it's insane what comes with Dante. I was so happy they brought it back. I can't wait to see your reaction to that also. And Thiru, yours is Horizon, right?
Yeah, I just started riding all the fucking Striders.
You got to
start riding animals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I can say about Horizon Zero Dawn. I've been riding animals. A lot of riding. Yes. Heavy, big, massive metal animals.
Okay, we can segue this animal talk straight
into
to
Naga's turtles. Yeah, whatever story. Yeah.
Wait, how do you know it was a turtle?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you've seen it?
It's fucking top news for Florida, man, right now.
Okay.
I don't know the full details about it. Like, I just know,
Okay. I'm really laughing at the title. It's fucking stupid.
Yes, John doesn't know. Let's go.
Okay. Here is the headline of the article.
Mm-hmm.
Car passenger.
Get through it, Naga. Get through it.
Car passenger shelled by flying turtle in Mario Kart like mishap. The fucking the start.
You know, I was so fucking close to using this article. I was like, nah, maybe let me just like find something else. But like, it's so good.
The moment I saw this head, I was like, "Yep, that's the one."
I need to know more.
Okay, here's the first line. Who threw that shell? A Florida woman suffered a bloody but superficial cut to her forehead after a flying turtle smashed through the window of her daughter's car on the highway
Wow.
Wednesday in a bizarre accident that usually only happens in video game Mario Kart. The incident on Florida's Interstate 95, the Daytona Beach Journal reports. The 71-year-old woman was an old lady. Was sitting in the passenger seat when the turtle shell came crashing through the windshield, striking her in the head. Her daughter immediately pulled over and called 911, thinking that it was a rock. Another motorist also pulled over to lend a hand. Quote, something just came through the windshield and hit my mom in the head, the woman told the dispatcher. She's got so much blood coming out of her head. The other motorist inspected the car while the daughter reported the incident. There's a turtle in there, he said in the background of the call. A turtle? The daughter said, an actual turtle? It was an actual turtle. Port Orange Police spokesman Officer Andre Fleming later confirmed. The exact size and species are unknown.
What kind of turtle is this? Like, is it like a sea turtle or like a?
It's unknown. Like
a terrapin or like a.
it's a turtle. Like there's there's a picture. I'll send it to you later. Like I swear to God, this lady has the worst luck of anything. The daughter said on the call. Authorities suspect the turtle was crossing the road when another vehicle struck it, launching it into the air in front of the mother-daughter duo's car.
Damn, is the turtle alive?
The turtle's alive.
Oh my god.
Not done yet. The 71-year-old was treated in hospital but not seriously hurt. The incident echoed Nintendo's popular Mario Kart games, in which drivers tried to knock one another out of the race by hurling turtle shells. It also wasn't the first time that Florida police have seen such an incident.
It's the first time for Florida, man.
Another turtle crashed through a windshield on Interstate 4 in 2016.
Oh,
Officials say this is the best part article. Officials say Wednesday's turtle missile survived the incident with a few scratches to its shell.
I like how certain journalists just kind of stick with the theme.
God.
Oh,
Bro, just imagine you are a passenger, not even the driver, you know. You're a
Yeah.
passenger, you just lay past, suddenly you just turn in front and see a fucking turtle
Turtle flying to your.
smashing through the window and hitting you in the forehead. Kinda.
imagine just like getting smacked in the face and then like the turtle's just like on your lap and you just like confused.
Like,
Like,
oh, but it would have been so painful though. Like, what the fuck?
like how the fuck is it?
It's
How?
a fucking turtle.
How the fuck? No, how? How is the turtle?
That's what I was coming to. It's like if it was crossing the road, right? What the fuck kind of car hit it, a Rambo? This thing is so low. Like what hit the thing for it
Bro.
to fly?
How? No, and then the turtle just like gets launched. Like,
To launch across.
like
How the fuck did
Like,
it get launched?
if
out?
it gets hit by a car, I'm expecting it to get squashed. But no, it fucking
Go under a wheel and then like fly backwards or something.
it fucking
Like,
flew.
what the fuck? Maybe a bird dropped it or something. I don't know. Like a bird picked it up, dropped it, and then another car hit it, and then like it just flew. I don't know, man. I cannot imagine
Bro,
this turtle.
bro, you
fucking
think what
lifting
turtle
off.
pinball is?
That's the stupidest thing. And Yeah, no, the thing is, I see it now. It's trending everywhere.
It is trending everywhere. Like it's literally like one of the top news.
A fucking turtle hammered you in the
Yeah.
forehead. Oh, that is just.
Mm,
Okay.
yes,
Yours
that's a
is.
good one. Just so that everyone knows, this particular like theme is Florida Man. So you will
Oh
be
yeah,
hearing more
we
Florida.
make that. Yeah, yeah.
Right. So John, I think you go first because mine is like mainly like that one article with titles.
Oh, yours is okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, you go
So
first.
mine, it's not. I don't know whether it's funny. It's just bizarre,
Mm-hmm.
and it's more of why the fuck would you do it? Okay, so the headline is Florida woman missing for 20 days,
Mm-hmm.
found alive and naked in sewer system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is the part I giggled a bit. Right, it was on Tuesday morning. A woman walking nearby called 911.
Right.
She said she could hear a woman yelling for help from a sewer drain at an intersection. So- why I started laughing, right? It's because we in Malaysia, right, when you walk on the sidewalk, right, you
Right.
see a lot of these drain holes everywhere. Right?
Open, yeah.
Imagine, right, out of nowhere, you fucking hear help coming from down there. So they they got there and then they got her out. And
Mm-hmm.
according to the lady, she went for a swim in a canal near her boyfriend's house. Why the fuck would you go swimming in a canal? So she went swimming in a canal near her boyfriend's house. She
Mm-hmm.
told them that while she was swimming, she came across a doorway near a shallow part of the canal.
Mm-hmm.
She entered the doorway and noticed the tunnel. She claimed she became curious as to where the tunnel led and
Wow.
continued to follow it.
Why?
So,
Why would she do
Bro,
that?
this is the
What's
type of
wrong?
person that dies first in the horror movie.
Yeah.
exactly. Then she told the police the tunnel led to another tunnel and so on until she realized she was lost.
Mm-hmm.
The police said she had been walking around the sewer for approximately 3 weeks.
How is she even alive?
I don't know.
What has she been eating?
The
What has
day
she been drinking? What is she doing in the sewer?
the sewer water, I don't know. The day she was found, she think she saw light and people walking by. So
Mhm.
she stayed in place and until help arrived. It's
Wow.
it's fucking insane.
Can you imagine like if you're shouting help and then people just walk past like, oh, someone shouting help. And then into the drain is just like some random person and then like they remember this movie, the It movie.
Oh
It's
my
like, oh fuck, what if it's like the same thing? And then they just carry on walking.
Oh,
Just
there's
leave
more.
a good place. Oh shit,
There's,
what happened?
there's more to this.
Mhm.
Police report states Kennedy's mother was contacted. She told the police her daughter had a history of mental illness and
Mhm.
is a frequent user of illegal narcotics. I have a
What?
feeling the white stuff. She also said that her daughter has a bad history of doing odd things and making bad decisions.
Oh shit.
But yeah,
Clearly, she made a bad decision when she went swimming in the
horrible
fucking
fucking decision.
canal.
But yeah, this is the most weirdest thing I've ever seen anyone like this amazing. Like why? And then, oh yeah, the best question, right, out of
Mhm.
everything, right, is why was she naked?
She,
Yeah.
she went swimming, man.
No, she went swimming, right, but then she found a a doorway and decided to walk in it.
Mhm.
How do you come out of that naked? Like what happened to the clothes while you were in there?
Maybe she was naked when she was swimming. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that could be another. Yeah, yeah.
But
Fucking
why would you go swimming naked in a canal?
Yeah. Uh, I mean, she has been known for making bad decisions.
Fucking Florida Dora.
Yeah. Dora to
Florida
Dora.
Dora.
Dora in Florida.
Bro, like that should have been the actual title for this
Yes, yeah.
article.
Dora in Florida.
Dora was found after 3 weeks. Okay.
3 weeks, man, in the fucking sewer.
And walking for 3 weeks.
Like, did they not say like what she ate and all that? Like, it's so
No, they
fucking.
didn't
What
say
the fuck?
something like that. Yeah.
Probably
Wow.
ate like rats or something.
Damn.
Oh,
Some hard shit, right? Like just fucking grabs a fucking rat running by and then bites into it.
God, that's right. Someone said
Mm.
she had
Sushi.
lots of exercise such as ninja training and eating delicious pizza.
They're calling you Ninja Turtle.
she's probably the one that launched the fucking turtle at the lady. You didn't know what kind of beef
Yo,
we had with the
maybe
turtle.
maybe the turtle was one of the Ninja Turtles, man. That's why you go long so far.
Fucking anime kicked the fella all the way out of the train.
Wow.
Speaking of highways, right? Do you guys remember there's one tweet some lady was sitting like she opened the sunroof of a car and then her wig just flew off.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then there was another guy tweeting, "What the fuck? I was driving on the highway and a wig hit my windscreen."
Shit. Uh,
Okay. All right. Okay. So because I'm gonna do I'll just do one article and then like we can take a look at some
Mm-hmm.
Florida Man titles, because the best thing about Florida Man articles is always titles, right? So like,
Yep.
and then we'll kind of like try to figure out what actually went down. But my article is this one. Okay, it's a short one. I don't know whether you guys have heard of it. Burger King employee quits, steals all chicken nuggets.
Oh my, hey, he knew what he was doing.
Bro, he wanted vengeance.
He did that
Fucking vengeance, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, okay, so he goes, a Florida man quit his job at Burger King. He quit his job at Burger King, then cleared out his locker and a whole lot more. And a whole lot more, brother. Before leaving, this man scooped up every last fucking chicken nugget. The fucking isn't there, I just added it. Every last chicken nugget in the freezer and took them all home.
So it wasn't even like fried chicken.
No, it's fucking frozen.
How did he get him out of there? That's what I want to
I
know.
don't know. I
What kind of
don't.
bag was he
He probably
carrying?
had a car or something.
Boy, he had the duffel bag, bro.
Duffel bag full of fucking frozen nuggets. Imagine getting caught with
Wow.
a bag of like soggy fucking melted nuggets.
Right? And
Oh.
then like, okay, you're like, so what it is? Okay, then the man who goes by the name of 𝐍𝐀𝐆𝐀 on Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
tweeted a picture of the stolen nuggets. we love people like that, fucking
Yeah.
doing a crime and then posting about it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then he wrote in all caps,
Mm-hmm.
today was my last day working at Burger King, so I took all of their nuggets. Fuck it.
I want to be this guy's friend.
Immediately went viral. Immediately
Bro,
went viral.
I would
And
if
he-
I was his friend, I would just be like, "Hey, yo, can I just get like 2-pack of nuggets real quick?"
Oh,
Bro, his friends are now calling him the Chicken King.
Chicken king.
The Chicken King. One of his friends tweeted, fighting big fast food, one hero at a time. Wow, Florida people are just so interesting. I want to go to Florida and just experience one of these things. Like, just see this man stealing nuggets, or see a fucking turtle fly at a person, or
Yeah,
like just someone stuck in a drink calling for help. Like,
no, the thing is, right, in Florida, for like a day, right, there's at least like 10 different news articles that comes out. So 10 different people
Mhm.
are doing some stupid shit a day.
right.
So like if you were to go to Florida, I
Mhm.
feel like it's a 1 in 3 chance that you would see something stupid like this happen in front of you. Because it's like it's just happening, so it's like nothing. It's like
Right.
it's an everyday thing. It's so weird.
Okay. So I actually searched up like the best titles of Florida Man in the news, right? Let me see. I just gotta search. Yeah, okay, so this article is called 60 times. We're not gonna read all 60, of course. 60 times Florida Man did something so crazy we had to read the headings twice. Right? So if you say it's a simple game. If you say what or like say that again,
Yeah.
like you lose, right? Basically, like okay, so
Probably gonna lose at the first one.
basically you exclaim and like like you lose, all right?
Okay.
Um right. Okay, first one. I mean, we can discuss about the title. That's fine, but like, yeah, you know how it works.
Yep.
Okay, so first one, Florida man wears "fuck the police" shirt to court, wins case.
Wow.
That is some next level shit.
That
He
is
wins the case.
really is.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay, next one. This is
Okay.
Florida man attacked. I think this is like something Naga would find. Florida man attacked during selfie with squirrel.
What the fuck?
Wait, do they have a bit more of that? Like, what hit him?
There's images of him. You need to see this. Let me just share the fucking screen. Oh my god.
Okay.
Look at the first image and then the second one.
Wait, let me full screen.
He got fucking clotted. So good.
No,
It's like one of those.
the squirrel's on his back. It's just like a sneak attack.
It's like one of those moments of disaster. Moments before disaster.
This is the second one.
It's only the second one.
You can visibly hear the ah. Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Okay.
my stomach pains yourself. Oh my god, it's so funny. If you're listening on Spotify, I'm so sorry. You gotta go and watch the video. Like, just search it up. Florida man attacked during selfie with squirrel.
Okay.
Then someone commented, "That's it, I'm moving to Florida." You guys are sorry, dude. We're full. Okay, number 3. I'm gonna stop sharing.
Okay.
Oh dear. Right. Florida man in Florida man in no, seriously, I have drugs. T-shirt. Arrested for possession of drugs.
Took self snitching to a whole new level.
Yeah, his shirt says, "Who needs drugs?" No, seriously, I have drugs. And then he got arrested for possession of drugs. Right.
It's one of those I told you so things.
Yeah. Okay, this one. Florida man suspected of using private plane to draw giant radar penis. And literally, there's the map of the radar with 2 penises on it.
Oh my god, that's so fucking stupid. I love it.
Wow. You want to see the image? Okay, let me show you the image. Yeah, I think I just shared it. Yeah, look at that.
Okay.
He did one side profile.
What the fuck?
Oh, and the fact that he used a private plane. That's skill.
In like where air traffic control apparent like they were just like, I read a bit of this article. Air traffic control was like asking, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, I'm drawing a penis.
Not a normal one, a giant one.
Yeah. Next one, Florida man charged with assault with a deadly weapon after throwing alligator through Wendy's drive.
Come on. Man threw an alligator. What the fuck? What did they do?
The deadly weapon is the alligator.
People carry FNs, AKs, alligator. Like this bitch don't even reload.
Imagine this guy just runs up to a fucking Wendy's. Tucks on the alligator.
I'm just imagining him like holding the alligator like an AK. Put the money in the bag. Put the money in the bag. And then the alligator just going nyok, 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 and then bite the person.
Wow. Wendy's drive through. Right, next one. Florida man. No, this is actually nice. Steals a car, realizes a baby is in it, drops the baby off safely, and makes his getaway. Got away. What
Video was actually kind of like it was kind of wholesome in a way because he like got in the car and then he stopped and then he came out rushing to the door with the baby,
oh
dropped the
shit!
baby off inside,
And then he
right
went on.
out, got in the car and drove off.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Give him a good this one,
Mm-hmm.
Right. Florida cop claims Burger King put dirt on his food. Investigation reveals it was.
Oh
No.
I bet this guy is really good at solving crime.
That's the worst part is like this guy likes his burger plain, bro.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Next one. Okay, I should scroll down slowly. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
right. Thousands of gun owners in Florida planning to shoot down Hurricane Irma.
Only in US, man.
Let's show Emma that we shoot first.
It's Facebook event.
That just it,
No,
it's a
you know,
waste of
imagine how
data.
dumb it would be like if you shoot it into the hurricane and the bullet just becomes part of the hurricane. So now you got a hurricane with bullets.
Might as well shoot it.
Just a picture, bro. It's just a gleam in the sky.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Let me shoot this hurricane. Who's the boss?
Get that goddamn Irma out here.
That's the
Can you
funniest part of it.
Yeah.
The
What?
shotgun.
Yeah. Can you imagine if, like, just in front of the hurricane, he shoot, the bullet gets sucked in, goes in a circle, and hits you? That would be so
See, like 600 pellets flying. Oh.
wow. Okay, next one. Oh dear.
Oh no.
I just know this one's gonna be good.
Florida man gets tired of waiting in hospital, steals ambulance, drives home.
This is something we would do.
Wow. Wow. This is just ultimately like given up.
my,
I want to go home and sleep.
my stomach pain, bro.
Okay, we will go to like we just do like 5 more. We'll go to 15 and then we stop.
Alright. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, that don't look good.
The picture.
That don't look good.
Florida man tries to rob GameStop while wearing transparent boots.
He didn't want to get any wind in his face, you know, while he was robbing. But he definitely wanted them to know who it was.
Is he an exhibitionist? I'm not sure. Like, watch me doing something wrong.
Exhibitionist robber, Buddha.
Oh, this plastic bag will protect me from, getting my identity revealed. Fucking transparent bag. Oh, I can't see. Shit. Let me get a transparent one. He's been playing way too much GTA.
Way too much. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm 11.
Alright, this one it looks promising.
Florida man breaks into jail to hang with friends.
Hey,
Okay, standard. He's a bro. He's a real bro.
alright.
But why is his shirt like that? He looks like he's about to cut his hair.
Yes, yeah.
I thought he's at the barber's with that cut. What the fuck is
What
that
the
at the
fuck?
back of
I
his
don't
head?
know. I don't know.
What's that random patch of like no hair and then got hair?
Florida
This is what happened.
man, bro.
Florida man. Okay, to the next one.
Was he allowed to stay? Of course. Right, next one.
Oh no, I see a crab.
Yeah, okay. I know this one.
What is that?
Florida man apparently painting anti-Hillary messages.
Oh my god.
Hillary is a lying bitch.
I didn't even notice.
Oh
On the crab, bro. Literally, the top shot of the crab has it written, Hillary is a lying bitch. What the fuck? On all the crabs there. That means if you go fishing crab there, you will literally see all these messages.
a lying bitch just randomly on
This
your
man went down into the water, took his time to catch crabs, and wrote on every single
And
crab.
then let them go.
God. Hey, I mean, at least he let them go, right? He gave them a free tattoo and let them go.
That's true.
Unwanted tattoo.
But these crabs are forever going to be anti-Hillary.
Uh,
Uh,
Oh my
thank
god.
God crabs aren't people.
Trump supporting crab, bro.
crabs and octopus.
Oh
Oh, this one.
no.
Oh, this
Oh,
one. Right.
please.
Florida man hides in swamp after high-speed police chase. Gets stuck and licked by police.
He looks dead more than stuff. I wish he was dead.
Wow.
I think he wishes he was dead. Like
Yeah.
at that point, after we get stuck and licked by police. It's like, oh man.
That's like, what the fuck? The dog didn't even want to bite him. Things people will do for dog affection.
Get stuck in a fucking swamp.
Swamp.
Uh,
Oh,
oh,
this one.
what is this?
What the fuck?
Florida man who tried to run to Bermuda an inflatable bubble rescued by Coast Guard
Oh, again, again.
multiple times, bro.
He tried
How
to-
is it even a bubble? What the fuck?
I
Look at that.
think it's like one of those. Yeah. It's one of those.
Hamster wheel. It's
for
like a
water.
hamster wheel.
Yeah. Hamster wheel for like the water one.
Run
This
to Bermuda.
this man does not understand how waves work.
I don't think he does.
Wow, he tried to run to Bermuda on water.
He's running on it sideways.
But why would he say he was rescued? Like, isn't it like fucking illegal immigration?
No,
Like,
I guess rescued because he wouldn't have even made it halfway.
right. He would
He
have run out of
would-
water and like food and shit, right?
Yeah.
Or
I
what
mean,
if water gets in? You know?
Yeah.
Then it's no longer inflatable.
Just come out and flip the bubble. Lah.
Fucking submarine already at that point. Yeah.
Okay.
The final one.
Right.
Oh no.
Let's go.
I see bourbon and
Oh.
I see an angry man.
Florida man denies drinking and driving. Says he only swig bourbon and stops.
Only swig bourbon.
And stop signs. Only at stop signs I drank, officer. But I'm not drinking and driving.
The alcohol doesn't affect me as long as I don't move.
Wow.
It's the fact that he didn't just drink it, he swigged it.
Stop
He's
signs.
literally taking shots at every stop sign.
He's correct. Because he didn't, when at stop signs, he stopped. Didn't drive. Then he drank. Which makes sense.
That is like brilliant.
Wow. This man is a genius.
Mm-hmm. He is a genius. And I have one last one.
Okay, sure.
Alright, that just popped up.
Mhm.
This is the one to close it out loud.
Sure.
Florida man who allegedly threatened family with Coldplay lyrics
Huh?
Oh,
and standoff after SWAT promises him pizza.
yeah, I know this. I remember this.
What the fuck,
It's
man?
fucking, you read the article. It's, it's fucking good.
But that's the one to end it. Um, that was a good session. Though.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a
Mm.
good one.
Oh man. Okay.
Well, if we have another like Florida Man episode, we can go through the rest of this. Wow,
Mhm.
there's 117. Shouldn't. It's so good though. It's so good.
I mean, we can keep that for the next
Yeah,
time to do
We
a
should keep
Florida
it for
man.
next time.
Yeah.
Oh, the next one is actually 16 was actually the one I already read to you all.
Hmm?
The
Oh,
the
one you just read.
the nugget one.
Oh, I see.
And the next one is like good. Yeah. Okay. I think that this was a good session, guys. We talked about a lot. Pretty good catch up, and yeah, that's it for this session, I guess. Thank you for listening, guys. On Spotify, we are also on YouTube. If you want to see all the images, go to YouTube and check them out, or like just search whatever articles, like whatever we just said on the
I
internet.
will
It's all
try
there.
my best to link everything in the description so it'll be easier for y'all if you want to.
Yeah, you can just link this. Okay, I don't think you want to link this, like, Sana, but like, yeah, Just
Yeah.
the first 3 articles one, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, okay. And I will try to edit the images in so that you guys can see.
Mhm.
So no worries. So
Again, we
yeah,
are out on Spotify now, so it's easier.
Yeah. Hops and
Yes.
bites. Hops and
but
bites.
just search like the SEO is damn good. Like remember our first one we were talking about SEO and issues with that, but like
Okay.
you search hops and bites, we are there, like the first one.
Yep.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Even on YouTube, like we are the first one. So
Yes.
yeah, until next time, I'm Thiru.
I am Naga.
And I am Jordan.
This is Hops and Bites. See you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye, Nagoy.
Bye.